Hi there. My name's Mike Corbett and I work in the Faculty of Education, and I'm recording a quick video to tell you a little bit about my new book, which is entitled Improvising the Curriculum, Alternatives to Scripted Schooling. It has another subtitle that I won't go into. This little book was just published in April of this year, and it's written by myself and a colleague, Ann Vibert, and another colleague, Mary Green, and it's about this project that we initiated back in, I think it was 2008 or 2009, where we were invited by a principal in a rural middle school who was concerned about the practices of his teachers in terms of how they were engaging with contemporary technologies of literacy that the students were turned on by, and how the literacy curriculum and the language arts curriculum particularly were pretty dry. We ended up working with actually a French immersion teacher, with a math teacher, and with an English kind of social sciences teacher through this project. And also a filmmaker who was a kind of interesting fellow who had developed a way of working with community groups in film to create what he called video ensembles, or kind of teams of people who would make film. And we worked with him, his name's Kimberly Smith, to develop a process that would be appropriate and effective in middle schools with students. And the book essentially documents this process. And in terms of research, we were interested in the tension that many teachers face these days between generating what we're calling scripted outcomes, the kind of tested, more or less structured forms of assessment that are used to gauge whether or not language is and other subjects are actually being well taught and well learned. And the equally powerful push, on the other hand, to ensure that schools remain interesting, creative places that allow young people to have voice and to recognize the diversity of different types of learners in the classroom. So we're interested in this tension between standardization and non-standardization, and how teachers were handling that, and particularly how they would see the introduction of film as a new literacy in their classrooms, and understand it as a challenge and or a support. And so that's what we document in the book, the way that we worked with student teachers, with established teachers in this middle school, with the students who were grade 6, 7, and 8 students. And we also did interviews with their parents. So there were a large number of interviews with different players in this game. And we ended up focusing on the idea of improvisation as a metaphor for both teaching and learning, and for curriculum, and actually for living life well, and using language generally, which we argue in the book is an improvisational phenomenon. And so that's essentially what we did. And I'd encourage you to have a look, have a read. I'm happy to share bits of the book with you if you're interested. And thank you very much for giving me a bit of your time to talk about my new book. I hope the event is going well. Bye-bye.